one of the things that I think is so important about where it says parents who don't get angry, don't get frustrated, and don't give in past this test is there's another Love and Logic quote that says, parental anger and frustration fuel misbehavior. And so the way that works is if a kid is revved up and they're angry or they're upset with us, the reason not to argue with them or explain it to them is because we get irritated, right? If we're trying to get a kid to explain stuff and they're saying things like, you're so mean, you're not the boss of me, you can't tell me what to do, all that stuff, it's hard to take, it's hard to listen to. And so we get frustrated. And so then we get mad. And so then what we're doing is we're giving the kids all of this attention, and it's very focused attention, and it's concentrated, and it's intense, but it's negative. And so we're arguing, we're explaining, we're doing all of that kind of stuff, but we're teaching them, if you want more attention, the way to get really intense attention from me is to do it through negative behaviors. And so they say with love and one of the Love and Logic ideas is when kids misbehave, what we want to do is go calm and go quiet and make it unrewarding. Because I think it's so often that we do the opposite of that. So what do we do? Like when I'm feeling loving and affectionate towards my kids, I'm soft and I cuddle and I touch their heads and I tell them how much I love them and I tell them how sweet they are. And it's like it's soft and it's gentle and it's quiet. And if they're misbehaving, I kind of don't pay much attention to them at all. I just go about my business and think, okay, good, they're quiet, I can be doing their thing. But as soon as they act up and they're misbehaving or they're fighting or they're hurting each other or something like that, what do I tend to do? I tend to focus on them and I'll be like this and I'll be like, now you get over here and you do this or da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever. It's like focused, it's intense, I'm staring at them, my whole body's facing at them, and it's a whole different dynamic. But little kids, they don't know that. At some level, they know that we're really big and that we could crush them. And we know that we wouldn't do that, but it's scary for them. And so, one, who wants their kids to be scared of them? I mean, these are the little people we care about more than anybody else in the world. And so to have them be scared because we're mad, yuck, that's not how I think any of us want to parent. And then it also, like if I do that, like if I really did it towards someone and you feel, I mean, a lot of times people will describe feeling this physical reaction. Their heart's going a little bit faster. They're like, whoa. It's intense, and there's some adrenaline that gets going with that. People will have a physiological response, and that can be addictive. Kids love intensity. You've probably heard kids want attention, good or bad. It doesn't matter. They just want attention. Well, I'm a believer that what they really want is intensity. They like that. They're driven by it. It feeds them in some way. And so if the only time that we give them that really focused, intense intensity is when we're angry, then they learn how to get that. They learn how to draw it out of us. And so what we want to do instead is go flat, make it very boring to misbehave, and to try to switch it up. So when your kids are doing what you want to do, or when you're feeling loving and affectionate, use that time to try to be intense. So go flat when they're misbehaving, but then when they're intense, you can be something like, Denise, good job, wow, way to make a good decision. I love how you did that. Or nice listening, look at that, you came the first time. Rub them, touch them, get their eye contact, look at them. Make that the rewarding part.